So I've been watching your program since about like early time in high school. Now I'm in college, so it's been a while. But one thing that I really liked, something that you talked about here, was the difference between diversity of thought and diversity of identity.
Sure.
Now the thing with diversity of thought is I feel like that's a problem you actually perpetuate on your show, because the only time you really have left-wing guests are when they're members of the intellectual dark web, such as Harris or Weinstein, and they're only there for the bulk of the time to talk about the regressive left. And so I pretty much wanted to ask you, why won't you have Sam Seder on?
Yeah, he's recording it too. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the guy's he's just a dishonest player who's just lied about me repeatedly. Like, I'm not going to do it.
So would you be willing to have Natalie Wynn of ContraPoints or David Pakman or Kyle Kulinski? All of these are progressives who have...
I'm not, in principle, I'm not against having any of them, but I'm not going to have people that attack me personally. I think it's pretty obvious if you watch what I did up here. Like, I don't attack people personally. I'm happy to talk about ideas. You're going to go after me personally, you're going to lie about me and slander me and things like that. Like, it's just not the game I'm playing. There's no win in it for me. You know, I have a certain set of rules when it comes to talking to people and how I sort of behave as a public person. And if you don't have rules, like, I'm just not that interested. But also, I think your premise is actually wrong. If you were to look, and someone did break this down on Facebook, I don't know how many shows I've done, maybe 500 interviews, something like that. Most of my guests actually either were lefties or are lefties to some extent. So it's like, you can say, well, Harris and Brent Weinstein, who considers himself deeply progressive, who was a professor at Evergreen State, the most lefty college in the United States. You could say, well, he's not a progressive anymore. Well, if he's not a progressive anymore, it's not because he moved, actually. It's because the left went bananas. So telling me, so Eric Weinstein, who voted for Bernie Sanders, you can't tell me he's not a progressive. My guest 2 weeks ago, Nick Christakis, he considers himself a liberal. He's an old school liberal. So I think I don't know if there's a show that has a sort of wider net. I've actually never seen it, but as long as someone's respectful, I'm more than happy to talk to them.
I'm sure that Sam Seder will be more than willing to have a respectful discussion, but my point was not to discredit the progressiveness of